Where did the name of the company come from? Where did he get the idea of main product from? What made the company so successful? What features of the product do some people see as negative? What difficulties has the company faced? Yeah, when did the founder die? No, sometimes we don't know the history or the story of certain companies. These branches are quite popular. So that's why I will share the answers here. So for example, in Lego, it was here in Denmark, Ole Kjær Christensen, an early story about how he was angry, only varnished with the wooden toys twice rather than 3 times, so he was focused on wood quality. No, his grandson, he joined the business and helped make the toys. Only the best is good enough. He demonstrated by demanding the quality. No? That's the motto. From the Swedish Lekut, the meaning to play well. From the British company, Kitted Craft, quality to endless creative, less provided. Yeah, the product provided, sorry. Sets can be complicated to construct. That's one of the difficulties, no? By 2003, sales were down and the efforts to diversify were not successful and almost resulted in the company going bankrupt in 1958. Yes. And well,
Teacher,
that was for, yes, sir.
it's possible to come back at the first, please?
Yes, of course. The first was in 1934.
Okay.
In Denmark. This is Lego. What about IKEA IKEA? In 1943, in Sweden, Ingvar Kamprad, when his father criticized him for getting up too late, he took off button of his alarm clock. This showed he was very driven. His father, he gave him some money. It's better to sell 600 shares at lower price than 60 shares at high price, obviously, no? The initial of his name and his boyhood address. That's the IKEA, no IKEA. His main competitor for initial mail order company, they sold furniture to no low prices and also boycott. No, they try to boycott it's his company. If you remember, they were or they asked some kind the providers not to sell them or something like that. Here we have the instructions on the flat pack. No, there are kind of tedious, no, the instructions because it's make it yourself. No, make it yourself. That's the problem. I want to buy this. Has anyone bought in this shop or this well, it's online shop. I think it has to be one physically in Monterrey, but I'm not sure. Has anyone bought in this company, IKEA or not yet?
No, teacher.
Would you like to give it a go? If you have the possibility to buy furniture there?
Maybe. Why not?
Yeah, it tends to be, well, it's budget furniture and better quality, so they say, but the reality, we don't know. Okay, so any more questions about this?
Ingvar have dyslexia? Cat dyslexia?
Yeah, he had dyslexia. And well, from the highlighted words, yeah, you see here the highlighted telling off, regañar, no, here. Spare, using a spare, that means waste of wood. Sometimes when you cut wood, it's a spare, no? Spare, that's the waste. Then we have other like business consultants. It's very obvious, no? Diversify different things, no? When bossed. Okay, let's check the vocabulary here. means being at home, talk about something you have done, especially by parents, no? Business consultants are business experts to analyze companies and their profitability, the profit that they make from the company, not the business. It's all about business. To diversify means to move out your original area of business and move into other areas like Lego, no? That they diversify into clothes, jewelry, video games, etc. When bust means that bankrupt, when bankrupt, lost all its money, no? Quadruple means that multiplied by 4, obviously. No? And in the IKEA vocabulary word, in bulk means in very large quantities. Goods means products, obviously. Driven means determine. An early story shows that how driven Kamar was. He removed the off button from his alarm clock. No? To boycott, no, it means that refuse to do business with. A light bulb moment, that means that suddenly having a good idea, a light bulb moment. And storage means that keeping goods in one place before they can be sold. So those were the vocabulary, guys. Okay, what was the purpose of reading both of these texts? Well, the purpose is that well, you're going to have like a speaking activity. Well, actually, it's going to be your oral exam. You're about to open a restaurant. You can choose a restaurant or you can choose a business. Yeah, it's up to you. Which restaurants where you live are the most popular? Do you know any popular restaurant in Cuernavaca, guys?
Yes, Italianis.
Such as, for example,
Chile.
What other kind of restaurants do you know or have you been to?
100% natural.
100% natural, yeah. Is it popular because does it have delicious food or because just people say that? Or is other things that you like about that restaurant?
For the flavor of the dishes.
Dishes, okay. Wide range variety of dishes. What about the rest, Sarai, Monica, Jessica's? Any popular restaurant that you know or any restaurant that you like to be?
Beefs, dogs.
And is it because of the food or the good service or what's going on with the popularity of this restaurant?
Maybe the food is good.
For you, okay, maybe the good is good for you. Perfect. Okay, so you are going to open a new restaurant or open a business that you are interested in, yeah? It could be a cafe or like IKEA that they sell furniture. It doesn't have to be a restaurant, okay, guys? It can be any kind of business. Yeah. The purpose is what kind of business will it be? Yeah, we have to focus on this. What kind of business will it be? What will make it stand out from the others restaurant? What is peculiar or why would be the best in the area? Yeah. So is it going to be the same as Chili's or is it going to be better or pricey food, but the best quality? How will you raise your money? Will you get money from the government? Would you get a loan from the bank? Yeah, I want you to think about that, no? Where will it be located? It will be located in the city center, near your house. Is it going to be far from the city? What kind of, or is it going to be in other state? What kind of customer do you want to attract? Yeah. What kind of customer would you like to attract? Yeah. Young people, elderly people, all kind of people. How many staff will you employ? 10, 50, or more than 50? What kind of people are you looking for? How much will you pay them approximately? Yeah, so it's just a guess. How will you advertise the restaurant? Are you going to use social networks, social media? Are you going to create ads, posters around the streets so you can see? Is it going to be a TikTok video? Is it going to be something viral? I don't know. So think about the business, yeah? So the business presentation, well, it's going to be individual, yeah? It doesn't have to be much time, around 3 to 5 minutes maximum, yeah? It can be a PowerPoint presentation as well, no? Presenting your business, your restaurant, your cafe, any kind of business or restaurant or cafe, yeah? Any doubts about here? So it's not for today, obviously, but it's just to keep an idea. Is it? It will be your oral exam. It has to be, you have to answer these questions from exercise 2. From exercise 2, it's on page 66. 66. It could be a shop, a cafe, a restaurant, or any other kind of business. Yeah. Whatever you want to sell, whatever you want to offer, it's up to you. Yeah. Here, the purpose is that you present. Yeah. You introduce your business. Yeah, and you answer this. How will you get the money? How will it be different from other kind of business that are here in Cuernavaca or in Morelos? Yeah, or in Mexico. No, if you want to go international, that would be great. No? But you have to support your ideas. Yeah. Is that okay if I give you 10 minutes to think about this? Try to answer the first 3 questions. What kind of business will it be? What will make it stand out from the restaurant? Yeah, 5 minutes to organize, to start writing, yeah, to organize your ideas. I am here to help you. If you have any questions about vocabulary, but I would like to spend at least 10 minutes of your business. Yeah? Imagine that you're going to get a loan of 1 million pesos. What would you do with 1 million pesos? Obviously, you are going to open a business. But what kind of business? Think about the previous texts. Think about the ideas that they have. Maybe it would be helpful. You can use vocabulary from there. You can use vocabulary from there. You can use vocabulary from the other pages that we have, the quantifiers. You can get an idea of Elon Musk. It can include vocabulary, phrasal verbs from here, take, put. Yeah. Is it going to be fast food, local food, or is it going to be products for young people, for elderly people, for children? Yeah, whatever you want to do with the business. Yeah, so spend 10 minutes trying to answer the first 3 questions at least. No? Organize your ideas because it has to be a presentation. Remember, it has to have a name. The name and the brand, the motto is important, no? For example, it can be Hmm. It could be, I am thinking of a cafe, no? Um, I am thinking of a cafe. My cafe would be Tlaloc's Cafe, the best local drinks made of pre-Hispanic products and homemade snacks. Yeah, I would Italian art paper and bank. Yes. Drinks will be served in handicraft glasses, cups, and pottery. Means all the spoons, forks, and things like that. Yeah. Hire local people who are good at cooking Mexican snacks and desserts, of course. Mhm. Baristas and waiters will be dressed
Teacher, a question, please.
yes, sir.
Excuse me. What's the mean? In other words, make it stand out. Difference?
Mhm. What?
What?
Yeah. What is it? Is it different from the other businesses? Why is it better? In which way?
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, baristas and waiters will be dressed in Asian fashion tribes every weekend, no? And that's in my business. Mm. My customers will be from children till elderly people. Because we will have a traditional sweets, traditional sweets and non-alcoholic drinks, so the children can enjoy. No, are you following me? The idea, guys? Litzy, Jessica, Marco,
Yes.
Monica.
Yes, teacher.
Teacher.
Okay, so perfect.
Teacher, do you have a some business?
No, well, not me, my wife.
Okay.
She's got hair accessories.
Okay. Because you have a clear idea of the business.
It's not as easy as you would think. I can say that. I have supported her, but it's not as easy as you think. Accessories for girls. No. Hair accessories for girls, hair holders. Yeah, hair holders in general, moños. And our how can I say? I forgot. I have my mind, the word in my mind. It is the clothes or the product isn't from here. It's imported. It's from the US. So it's not the quality of you got in Parisina, but it has this cotton quality, and it is yeah, cotton, and there is another product that I can't remember. Yeah, so it's imported, our product. Yeah. So we get the goods in order to do these hair accessories from USA. So it's not any kind of I can't even say. I forgot clothes, tela.
It's possible to say exchange of students. That's correct.
Mm-hmm. What do you mean with exchange of students?
That if my idea is a school, high school, but the students will have the possibility to travel to Italy one time a year with a family, Italian family.
So exchange of the students, no? You can say students can go abroad. Yeah, they can study in other country for a period of time, for a semester. They can get scholarships. Yeah, scholarships. Remember,
Excuse me,
yes,
how
sir.
do you say to go to the other country? Going
Study abroad.
abroad.
I will put it on the chat.
Okay. Thank you.
Either in Italy, either in Switzerland, either in other country.
Yeah, thank you.
Have you got any questions about vocabulary or words that you don't understand, guys? Well, because we have an exam coming next weekend, this you have to prepare a lot. Yeah, you can include vocabulary from the units we have seen. Try to use them as much as possible, please. Include them, include phrasal verbs if possible, because you have to present your business, no? And you have to convince me that either buying your product, attending your school, going to your restaurant, yeah? Why could it be the best, yeah? In town, yeah? Why could it be? Remember, is it going to be in the city center, in the outskirts, near your house? So you decide, yeah. You have become like these guys, no? You have to be successful. Ole, Kirk, or Ingar Kamfan, yes. So take what they do, what they have done, no? Think about the social media. Think about other, how will you advertise? Please try.
Teacher,
Yes, sir.
about the source of the money, it's possible to say financial or family financial.
Family, yeah. There's a word. My family is going to support me with the money. I get a loan from my family, you could say. It's a family gift or a family investment. No?
Okay. Thank you.
Guys, think about the logo of your business. Yeah, it can be a picture. Also the motto, yeah, the phrase. You know that some big companies have their motto, yeah, their unique phrase. Like Nike, anything is possible, no? Like that. So think about that. Your logo, it can be a picture, and your motto. Yes, it's very important to do that. Okay, because we are running out of time, we're going to watch a video related, more or less. It's going to be the extraordinary story of brand succeeding in global business. Yeah. So remember that next week we have an exam. It is supposed to be on Thursday, but probably not probably. I have an appointment. I have a really important appointment. It's a visa appointment. I have to go to Mexico City on Thursday, so we won't have class. But instead, we will have class on Monday and Tuesday. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So probably the exam will be on Wednesday. Yeah.
Okay.
And this oral exam, you will present your business on Friday. You will make a video. As I said, you can have your PowerPoint presentation. You can show me your logo and your motto and start explaining all about your business. Yeah, it can be restaurant, cafe, shop, whatever. Is that all right?
Okay, that's right.
Perfect.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, so it's a little bit related to the business, so pay attention, guys.
Today, brands are everywhere. They're on the clothes we wear, the cars we drive, the equipment we work with, even on our food and drink. But what exactly is a brand? A brand is the way a business distinguishes its products from the products of other businesses. It could be the company's name, or its logo, or trademark. As a concept, branding has dominated modern advertising. In a world where goods are mass-produced and companies compete in a crowded marketplace, a unique brand is often a corporation's most valuable asset. But how important are brands to the people that buy them? What does a brand mean to them? Have they ever paid more just because of the brand of a product?
No. I tend to think I'm quite cheap sometimes. I might buy a brand if it's in a discounted store or online or again in a charity shop, but I rarely pay full price if something's expensive.
Yes, I have. I'd say I research into the item that I'm buying because I want a bit more quality and I want a bit more value for my money. So I usually research and then pay for the brand if I feel it's worth it.
Sure. In some cases, it's justified. If you were to buy a car, an automobile, and you were to buy something like a Porsche or a Ferrari, you know what you're getting, and you know there's a lot of research and development that goes into that. Whereas a $300 pair of leather shoes or a belt, I don't really feel like that's worth it.
Branding is not a modern phenomenon, as the extraordinary story of Harris Tweed, the distinctive fabric produced on the tiny islands of the Outer Hebrides, proves. The Outer Hebrides, also known as the Western Isles, are a chain of tiny islands situated off the northwestern coast of Scotland and are home to a population of around 26,000 people. While everyone speaks English, the native tongue of many of the islanders is Gaelic. The largest of the inhabited islands are the Isle of Lewis and the Isle of Harris, the historic home of Harris Tweed. Islanders have woven cloth by hand on the islands for centuries. But in the 1840s, Lady Catherine Murray, the Countess of Dunmore, whose family owned a lot of land on the islands, decided to sell some tweed to her friends in London. The high-quality fabric was an instant success, and an industry was born. In 1909, the Harris Tweed Association was founded, and the famous Orb trademark was granted. Today, Harris Tweed is a global business, with the material being sold all over the world. But the cloth is still made using the old machinery and the techniques of the original weavers. And, uniquely, it's a process and brand that is protected by its own Act of Parliament. Today, the Harris Tweed brand needs protecting.
I'm Lorna Macaulay. I'm the Chief Executive of the Harris Tweed Authority here in Stornoway in the Outer Hebrides. Harris Tweed Authority inspectors are there at the final stage of the production of the cloth, and if satisfied that that cloth meets the terms of the Harris Tweed Act, our stampers or inspectors will apply a physical mark to that cloth to reassure the customer that they are buying genuine Harris Tweed cloth.
In order to receive the orb, the material must be made from pure wool and must be hand-woven by weavers working in their own homes on the Outer Hebrides.
Harris Tweed to the consumer is a mark of quality, history, heritage, provenance. Consumers tell us it is our colours and patterns, the depth of colour and pattern that means so much to them.
Today, as in the past, it's the remarkable natural environment of the islands that inspires the beautiful colours and textures of the fabric. There are just 3 mills producing cloth on the islands. The mill employees still carefully weigh out different coloured wools that, when mixed together and spun, will create the distinctive yarn that is supplied to the weavers in their homes. Then it is with the experience, skill and artistry of the weavers working on looms powered by just a foot pedal that the cloth is created. The cloth is then checked and finished back in the mill before it receives its orb stamp from the Harris Tweed Authority.
The Harris Tweed orb has traditionally always been inside as a quiet, discreet mark. This is the first time in our trading history of 150 years where the orb is now being used, like other trademarks, as a decoration on the external of the cloth.
Today, Harris Tweed is truly an international brand. They produce over 1.5 million metres of cloth a year. And while originally the cloth was used for men's jackets, today it is used in an enormous variety of products, from computer tablet covers and phone cases to shoes and even dog leads. Harris Tweed is an unlikely success story. It's an industry located on isolated islands that still uses techniques and machinery that have been out of date for over a century. But this is also the brand's greatest advantage. In a world of mass-produced fabric, Harris Tweed still stands for authenticity and craftsmanship and is a guarantee of the highest quality and most beautiful cloth.
Okay, guys. Yeah, I was thinking of your Marco. I think it would be a donation, no? Family donation could be possible. Yeah, my family would give me the money to raise to open my business. Okay, guys. So think about your business this weekend. Yeah, and
Thank you.
next week we will finish our unit and give a revision, and on Wednesday our exam. Okay. Because on Thursday we won't have class. Yeah. So Monday, Tuesday,
Excuse me,
and Wednesday.
exam? What day is exam?
Wednesday.
Wednesday. Okay. Thank you.
Wednesday.